Hello everyone, today I'm here at
Clark Guitars,
and this is
Miles Jackson,
and he's going to show us something unique, I think. So this is his blend of both electric and acoustic guitars. Do you want to quickly run through what it is that we've got here?
So this is a true hybrid,
Yep.
and the idea is to get an uncompromised electric sound, uncompromised acoustic sound. So it sort of looks like an acoustic guitar. Doesn't always sound like an acoustic guitar. So, but there's the acoustic. So I've just flicked between acoustic and electric. I can do a cleaner electric, and I can have both going together. So
That sounds excellent.
yeah. So what's happening here is, if you want a hybrid guitar, you've got to use phosphor bronze strings to get a really good acoustic sound. When you use phosphor bronze strings, and there's the acoustic controls there, that's the electric controls. When you use phosphor bronze strings with magnetic electric guitar pickups, they don't pick up the nickel, they don't pick up phosphor bronze, they only pick up the nickel core. So the other brands out there, by say Fender and Taylor, they have these notes are quiet and those two notes are loud because of the phosphor bronze. So we, 7 years ago, started thinking about how we could fix that. So we worked out a way of controlling the magnetic level of each pole piece. So, for example, the B is 80 milliteslas, the G is 185 milliteslas, to make it even, and we've evened the whole thing out. So that process, we've built a machine to do that, and that hit full patent 2 weeks ago. That's Clark patent, our latest patent. And so if I go to, that's straight acoustic. So all dead level.
I noticed on there that you've got a wound G string. If you wanted to put a plain G string in, what would you have to do to
order it like that? No problem. We will manufacture it like that, because we've got to do that in-house. You can't just. It's, I suppose, like if you're going to buy a Seymour Duncan JB and a Seymour Duncan Super Distortion or whatever, you can't say, but can I flick a switch and make my JB into a Super Distortion? No, it's a different pickup, and that's same here. So it's
so every guitar is set up with that string gauge to work perfectly.
Yeah, these hybrids come standard with a wound G, but it's, if someone wants to use a plain G, they just order the guitar for plain G. And if they own one with a wound G, they want to get it different, they can order a complete set, and it's around about 1,200 quid or something like that for a loaded pit guard with a complete set with a wound G. Very roughly, I'd have to check, but yeah. So you can change over if you like. They come with humbucker 2 singles or 3 singles or 2 humbuckers. So that's the electric side of things. The acoustic side, we have a piezo under the bridge saddle. Big deal. It's got a loaded piezo, so it's got individual piezos under each string, like Ovation, Takamine. So big piezos give you a lot of dynamic range, a lot of bottom end. So the thing about all piezos is that they're electronic sounding in the mid-range and high end. So what we do is we have or what other people do is they put a microphone in there, and then the microphone, as soon as you get on stage, will feed back. if you've got on the mid-range and high end. So what we do is we have a phase sensor, which if I put it on the acoustic sound, you're hearing the whole guitar live. Okay, so that's this phase sensor picking it up. So the phase sensor sounds, picks up the whole sound of the guitar and sounds really natural in the mid and high, and it won't feed back more than the piezo will. So that's the thing. Now, the piezo sounds great in the bottom end, terrible in the mid and high, unless it's mixed with the phase sensor. The phase sensor sounds great in the top end and mid-range, terrible in the bottom end. So we cross it over. So you start with piezo, hit 350, drop that away, and bring the phase sensor in. And then that's that crossover. And then the control there gives you face or bridge. So I've got it set with a bit of piezo blended in. If I've got it fully on bridge, that's all piezo. And I've got it set about 2/3 or something like that. If it's a different, bigger guitar, I might have it halfway. If it's a different timbre, I might have it a different section, a different mix again. So it depends on what it is. So that gives you a supernatural, absolutely natural, without feedback. We do have a microphone in there. It comes in at 6K above the feedback zone. So you've got one of the best, probably the best, most natural acoustic pickups on the planet, we would argue. And then you've got balanced pickups. We've got a patent on the acoustic pickup to do that. We've got a patent on the electric pickups to do that. And then if I can have both together. Both together, that's both together clean. That's just acoustic. That's just electric. I can go. I can have a little bit of grunge happening behind the acoustic. I can have clean sound. I can just have straight.
And what's really amazing is you're playing. It's quite loud in here now.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of volume. There's quite a lot of gain, and it's not feeding back.
Not at all. No. There's an elliptical brace under there, which is about that thick, and that starts sort of thick and then thins out at the back. It's an FEA brace, so it's designed by an engineering program to do that, which we did a lot of work with, and it works fantastic. It stops the feedback, and it's very, very musical. It really, as you can hear, it's not choking the sound or anything. Someone once said, so it's kind of like a modern day 335 sort of thing. I said, I mean, it doesn't go all the way through like a 335, but it does that sort of thing. It's a Spanish heel. All of our guitars are Spanish heels, so that means most guitars are either a dovetail join, so they make a box dovetail join, or a bolt-on join. So this is made the way Spanish nylon strings are made. So it's probably, I'm guessing 500,000 Spanish nylon strings made a year. This is made the same way. So the neck goes all the way through to here. So if I could reach through there, I'd be touching the neck, and it's the same piece of wood. So it means it can't move here. So it's a through neck acoustic, if you like. Same with all of our guitars. And so you can't, if you have a lot of humidity or dryness, you often get movement here. You have to get a neck reset. It doesn't happen. It can't happen with ours. We're 64,000 guitars in now, and we have never had a neck reset because you can't. It's one piece of wood going all the way through. So it's not that you can't do a neck reset. It doesn't move to need to get a neck reset done. So, and when you have a neck through guitar, a Spanish heel, it actually gives you more sustain than a bolt-on joint or a dovetail joint, and it gives you more volume up the neck. So if you compare like a spruce rosewood ebony with a spruce rosewood ebony of another brand, you'll find that ours has more sustain and more volume up the neck. Just, it's not us being geniuses, it's Spanish heel.
It's great. Yeah, it's amazing. How long have you been making guitars?
25 years.
25 years. So I guess you know what you're doing by now?
I hope so.
Brilliant. So if people want to get hold of one of these guitars, how do they do that?
Guitar. They're an exclusive agent in the UK.
Okay. Do you sell online as well?
No, they do.
They do? So they can only buy it from Guitar.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's great. Anything else you want to tell us about it?
No, that's it.
That's it. Brilliant.
We don't make copy guitars. We make guitars that are totally original, doing things that musicians want. So,
great. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Hopefully you have a good show.
Thank you.
Thanks.